We'll give you a moment to plug the laptop in, even though I wasn't given that when I did my lightning talk.
Does it work? Does it work?
Just 1 second. All right, he's ready.
Do I have to do something?
Go.
Oh, go. Works. Cool. Hello, my name is Giuseppe. I'm Italian, but I work at Trivago in Germany since 10 years ago with my colleagues Benjamin and Dobrin that are here. So I work on test automation mainly of the web front end. I will briefly talk about an article that I recently posted to the tech blog of Trivago, where you find a lot of QA articles, so you can go to techtrivago.com and find a lot of testing or test automation related articles. The topic is not very original, as there is also at the same time a talk upstairs about something similar. It's about how we use AI for test automation reports analysis. So I would say that at Trivago we are not, we're still a bit in experimentation phase with AI. When I see what, for example, G. Jones posts about what they do at Block, I'm like, okay, we are a bit late to the party maybe. But this is one of the concrete usages that we found very effective. Our problem was that even if our tests reach maybe sometimes 99.9% success rate overall, this leads to flakiness and failures in the runs, because when you have more than 1,000 reports, 1,000 tests, 99% success still means a lot of possible failures. And what we want to do was to have an AI analysis, but we focused on providing a context that would limit both the expense of running this AI analysis and would provide an accurate context to the LLM, not to make it hallucinate. So first of all, we wanted some deterministic data. So in GitHub Actions, after the test run, we collect through Elasticsearch, where we store the test results. We collect the result of the failed tests across other branches and on the main branch to compare if the failure at the same the same test already failed with the same failure message. This is compared, if you attended the talk by Benjamin earlier today, it's compared to a JSON that is exported at the end of the test run, which is not the full Cucumber JSON, but a smaller version, again, to save tokens and to give a smaller context. And then we add, if the context window is within certain limits, we add also the Git diff, so that we can provide also information about the diff on this PR. Lately, we added even the browser logs. So we have browser logs which might help if there is a JavaScript error that hints to a code issue, or for example, a 503 from the backend that would say, okay, this is an infrastructure issue. After trimming, if needed, all this context, we call Cursor CLI, but could also use GitHub Copilot. We use a model that is cheap, a Gemini 3 Flash, but proved good enough, and with, as the title hinted, very often just 2 to 3 cents of cost, we can get a failure analysis that can hint what the problem is. So I can tell this test is already flaky across the board, ignore it, or rerun to see if it will pass. Or it says, okay, this is related to the changelog. Probably this influenced the front end, and this is the reason. In case, for example, of locators that rely on XPath, can also suggest you, okay, actually this XPath changed. You can change it to this other XPath, and it should work. It was very impactful for us, because the time spent sometimes, especially by developers who are not aware of everything's going on, even if we have dashboards to see test results during the day and so on, saved a lot of time. So these few cents that we can spend per run on this analysis proved to be a very good way to use AI for us. That's it. Thanks.
All right, round of applause for Giuseppe. Mijdit to the stage. Mijdit, wherever you are. There he is. Okay. Any questions? I think that's it. Where is Mijdit? He was here earlier. Oh, there. Okay, to the stage.